For decades, Lagos has dominated every discussion about the Southwest economy. As Nigeria's commercial capital, Lagos is an economic giant, unlike any other state. But what happens when Lagos is removed from the equation? This documentary asks a fascinating question. Can the remaining 5 Southwest states outperform the entire Southeast? Using state GDP estimates from BudgIT, we'll compare Ogun, Oyo, Ondo, Osun and Ekiti against Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu and Imo. This is not a competition about politics or ethnicity. It is an examination of production, industry, agriculture, manufacturing, services, and investment. By looking beyond Lagos, we can better understand the true economic strength of Nigeria's 2 most entrepreneurial regions. This is perhaps Nigeria's most interesting economic rivalry. Ogun has become one of Africa's manufacturing hubs because of its proximity to Lagos. Major industrial estate hosts food processing, cement, pharmaceuticals, packaging, steel, and consumer good factories. Anambra, meanwhile, thrives on commerce, manufacturing, and indigenous entrepreneurships. Cities like Onitsha and Nnewi have become nationally and internationally recognized centers for wholesale trade and light manufacturing. BudgIT estimate places Anambra at 5.14 trillion naira and Ogun at 5.03 trillion naira. Despite Ogun's industrial advantage, Anambra leads in estimated GDP, highlighting the strength of its private sector-driven economy. Ondo possesses major advantages in agriculture, cocoa production, bitumen deposits, and crude oil production. Imo, despite being geographically smaller, benefits from oil and gas activities, financial services, education, hospitality, and commerce. BudgIT estimates Imo State at 7.68 trillion naira and Ondo State at 5.10 trillion naira. Imo emerges as the largest economy in the Southeast and one of Nigeria's biggest state economies, illustrating the significant contribution of petroleum alongside services and trade. Oyo's economy is powered by agriculture, education, logistics, commerce, and the large metropolitan economy of Ibadan. Abia's economy revolves around Aba's manufacturing ecosystem, leather products, garments, pharmaceuticals, and wholesale trade. GDP estimate shows Oyo GDP at 3.68 trillion naira and that of Abia at 3.53 trillion naira. The 2 states are remarkably close, demonstrating how different economic models, public institutions in Oyo State, and private enterprise in Abia can produce similar economic outputs. Ekiti's economy is driven largely by education, agriculture, and public services. Ebonyi has transformed into one of Nigeria's fastest growing agricultural states, with strong rice production, quarrying, salt deposit, and infrastructure investment. GDP estimates of Ekiti stands at 2.35 trillion naira, and that of Ebonyi State stands at 2.24 trillion naira. Only about 110 billion separates them, showing that both states have relatively similar economic scales despite different development strategies. Osun has a diversified economy supported by agriculture, mining, tourism, and public administration. Enugu, once known primarily for coal mining, now depends on services, education, commerce, real estate, and growing investments in tourism and infrastructure. BudgIT estimates Osun at 230 trillion naira and Enugu at 1.45 trillion naira. Osun currently leads in estimated GDP, although Enugu has embarked on significant infrastructure projects that aim to expand its economic base over time. According to BudgIT estimates, Southwest GDP, excluding Lagos, stands at Ogun State, 5.03 trillion naira, Ondo State, 5.10 trillion naira, Oyo State, 3.68 trillion naira, Ekiti State, 2.35 trillion naira, Osun State, 2.30 trillion naira. The combined GDP of Southwest States stands at 18.46 trillion naira. On the other hand, the Southeast State's GDP stands at Imo, 7.68 trillion naira, Anambra State, 5.14 trillion naira, Abia State, 3.53 trillion naira, Ebonyi State, 2.24 trillion naira, Enugu State, 1.45 trillion naira. The combined GDP figure for the Southeast states stands at 20.04 trillion naira. The results are striking. Even after removing Lagos, the Southwest remains one of Nigeria's strongest regional economies, but the combined Southeast slightly exceeds it by roughly 1.6 trillion naira. One remarkable feature of the Southeast economy is that no single city dominates the region the way Lagos dominates the Southwest. Instead, economic activity is spread across Aba, Onitsha, Nnewi, Owerri, Umuahia, Abakaliki, and Enugu. This decentralized model creates multiple centers of production, trade, and manufacturing. The Southeast economy is also driven heavily by private investment, family-owned businesses, and entrepreneurial networks, rather than government-led industrialization. This broad distribution of commercial activity helps explain why the region's combined GDP remains highly competitive. Although Lagos is excluded from this comparison, its influence still shapes neighboring states. Ogun has become an industrial extension of Lagos. Oyo benefits from strong links and Ibadan's role as a major commercial center. Ondo contributes through oil, bitumen, and agriculture. Osun and Ekiti strengthen the region with agriculture, education, and public sector services. The Southwest therefore maintains considerable economic strength, even without counting Lagos directly. The numbers tell an interesting story. When Lagos is excluded, South is approximately 20.04 trillion naira. Southwest minus Lagos approximately 18.46 trillion naira. Based on the Budget 2022 estimate, the Southeast holds a lead of about 1.58 trillion naira. However, the broader takeaway is that both regions are among Nigeria's strongest economic engines. The Southwest excels in large-scale manufacturing, logistics, and industrial cluster, while the Southeast demonstrates the strength of indigenous entrepreneurship, commerce, and distributed economic activity. Rather than viewing these regions as rivals, their complementary strengths illustrate how diverse economic models contribute to Nigeria's overall development. The numbers reveal an important reality. Once Lagos is removed from the equation, the economic gap between the Southwest and the Southeast becomes much narrower, with the Southeast holding a lead based on available state GDP estimates. More importantly, the region demonstrates different but successful paths to economic growth, one driven by industrial cluster and logistics, the other by entrepreneurship, commerce, manufacturing, and resilient private enterprise. What do you think? Does GDP alone tell the full story? Or are there other factors that better measure region's economic strength? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. If you enjoyed this documentary and want more fact-based analysis on Nigeria's economy, infrastructure, investment, and development, subscribe to 1010 Media, turn on the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us continue producing well-researched documentaries backed by credible data. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next documentary.